So I'm scrolling on Twitter today, right? Sorry, Elon. I'm still calling it Twitter. So anyway, I'm scrolling on Twitter and I see an interesting post. It's the release date of the summer movies next year. On July 2nd, we have the new Jurassic World movie. July 11th, we have the new Superman movie, James Gunn's Superman. And at number 3, we have the new F4 movie coming out on the 25th of July. So this is about a week or two apart. And to be honest, I kind of feel bad for James Gunn. Not because I think Superman is going to fail because of this, but because of the situation that he's in. And this is why I wanted to make a video talking about his situation. When I made my short video on the Superman suit reveal, I talked about how James Gunn is doomed from the beginning, right? Because you have these hardcore fans, more specifically Snyder fans who love Cavill, who love Zack Snyder. So when James Gunn wanted to start his new regime, he fired Henry Cavill as Superman. Right after it was announced he came back, which was globally embarrassing. Like, this was an embarrassment on a whole nother level. I kind of feel bad for him. And ever since then, James Gunn cannot do anything right in the eyes of the Snyder fans, right? Nothing that James Gunn do is pleasing to them. I thought the suit looked fine. I think the suit looks good, actually. I ain't gonna lie. I think David Corenswet is a terrific actor. I think he's gonna do great in this role. Here's the thing, right? You are hired to this company, right, to give clear direction, to create a vision, to create a plan, because this company has been shaky about how they run things. They say, you know what? They're gonna do what Marvel did, hire an executive to create a vision and hire his directors, his writers, his teams to bring some good quality entertainment to the fans. If I'm that guy, the first thing I'm going to do is clean house. Okay, show me what works and show me what doesn't work. Let me see the data, right? Let me see the data. No. If I'm James Gunn, that's what I'm doing. This is a new era. This is my regime. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame him for cleaning house like that and starting fresh. And I think the DC family needed that. Would it have worked if Henry Cavill stayed? Maybe. But he's also the face of the Zack Snyder universe. You know what I mean? I thought it was the right move, to be honest. Like, you have to clean house. It's a new regime. You have to keep what works and get rid of what doesn't. It's simple business. Now, I heard a rumor that he might be keeping Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, right? I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I don't think it's probably not a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, you already... Ben Affleck as Batman is gone. Henry Cavill as Superman is gone. You know what I mean? Why keep Gal Gadot if you want to start new? Are you saying they weren't good enough actors to be Batman and Superman? I'm talking about Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. No. Are you saying Gal Gadot's a better actress or a better actor than Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill? No. So why keep Gal Gadot and not? You know what I mean? She's also part of the Snyderverse. She's also a face. So I don't see why James Gunn would keep her, to be honest. So going back to my first point with the release slate of July next year. So many people are saying that the movie in that month that's going to fail is Superman. Superman is the most famous superhero of all time. That being said, if you think James Gunn's Superman is going to be the movie to fail that summer, in between those three movies, you are out of your mind. Superman's popularity, the new regime, the expectations for James Gunn. Literally all eyes is on him because now you're the new face, you're the new vision, you fired Cavill, you know what I mean? Like, was it all worth it? That's what everyone is asking. So everyone is going to watch this movie. I won't be surprised if it makes $1 billion. It has to make $1 billion at minimum. You really think Jurassic World is going to be more successful than Superman? My mind would be blown if that's the case. Fantastic Four, I think it's going to be a solid movie. I love the director. He did his thing on WandaVision. And I'm really loving the vibe of that movie. The casting, just the energy around it. I'm loving it right now, man. I'm loving it. Recently, the composer Michael, oh man, I can't even pronounce his last name. But if you know him, you know him. He did the soundtrack to Incredibles, the Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman. He released the Fantastic Four theme song, right? It's on YouTube somewhere. You can go listen to it. Fire. But yeah, a lot of users on Twitter are just dragging James Gunn. With any Superman news, with anything Superman related, man, they crush him. And I can already tell, even if it's a good movie, these guys are just gonna try to review bomb it. And it just wouldn't be fair. Okay, so let's bring some facts to the table about this whole situation. When was the last time a DC production went as smoothly as the Superman production? James Gunn is notorious for his efficient directing style. Notorious for it. He's a director that usually goes below the budget. Like, I don't want to sound like a crazy Gunn cultist, you know what I mean? But I admire talent. The Guardians of Galaxy trilogy is the best MCU trilogy. Period. Point blank. First one came out and it brought a whole nother energy into the MCU. That third one that just came out, mind blowing. I wasn't crying, but that movie touched me, bro. So back to efficiency. James Gunn finished filming Superman, I think about a month ago, right? A little bit a year before it's released. I'm gonna repeat. He wrapped filming more than a year before the movie is released. He's given post-production so much time. It's funny because F4 is going to be released about a week after Superman, but it did not start filming until Superman stopped filming. When James Gunn wrapped up Superman, Fantastic Four just started filming. That shows you the difference. That shows you the difference. And he came out and said multiple times that he does that on purpose because he want to spend a lot of time in post-production. And it's true, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies look so fucking good. They look very, 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 very well shot, well edited. The VFX artists are not rushed. They have plenty of time. And I respect that. How can you not respect that if you love movies? You know what happens when the production team is rushed. You know what happens. We've had terrible looking movies. We know what happens when they are rushed. So in this new segment, I want to talk about the Elseworld in the DC universe. I'm specifically talking about Matt Reeves' universe, the Batman universe, and Joaquin Phoenix, Joker universe. What is James Gunn going to do about that? This is the only obstacle I see right now. What is the end goal, right? With Joker, I believe this second one that's coming out is going to be the last one in that universe. Will that be all for that universe? I know we saw a young Bruce Wayne in the first movie. Would that come into play? Or is this just a Joker perspective movie, right? Two movies, right? And they have nothing to do with the rest of the universe. After this one is going to be done. Todd Phillips said that this is probably going to be the last Joker movie. I know they said that last time too, but whatever. But I think it's going to be the last one. So we can push that out of the way. That universe is done. They did what they had to do. But Matt Reeves's Batman, however, where are we going with that? I have a theory that James tried to make Battison his Batman, right? I think he tried to bring that universe, and then Matt Reeves said, nope. And here's the problem. I doubt if Batman Part 2 is successful, which I believe it will be, I don't think it's going to be the last movie, just like the Joker. It's not going to be pushed to the side, right? So what is James Gunn going to do? Because if I'm the head of the studio, right, I got Batman Brave and the Bold coming out, right? What am I going to do when it's time for me to put that out? But I cannot help the comparison of Matt Reeves' Batman movies and now my Brave and the Bold. You can't cancel Matt Reeves' universe. You can't do that. You will lose all the credibility you have left. People already hate you. Well, the Snyder fans already hate you. Batman was way too successful. You do not want the Matt Reeves' fan to come at you because I'm one of them. That movie was phenomenal. That movie was phenomenal. Okay? So, how is James Gunn going to juggle, pause, Brave and the Bold, Matt Reeves universe Batman coming out at the same time, in the same era, without confusion? Can you have two different Batmans going on at the same time? Isn't that confusing? You know what I mean? And you can't help but compare. Isn't that going to take away from whoever you cast in your universe as Batman? You know what I mean? Because the fan is going to compare that Batman to Robert Pattinson. You know what I mean? I feel like it's going to clash. I feel like it's going to clash against each other more than it's going to help each other. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm very confused about. How do you have two Batmans going on at the same time without it canceling each other out? Because the fans are going to compare. You know what I mean? And it feels like there's going to be a separation. But then again, James Gunn's universe is modern. Matt Reeves' Batman is set back, what, in the 80s or something like that, right? But I'm not sure. It might all work out, it might not. We're just gonna have to wait and see. In this last segment, I want to talk about the topic of Snyder fans wanting James Gunn to sell the Snyderverse to Netflix so Zack Snyder can finish his story. Not happening. Not happening. Once again, you became this new studio head, right? The new CEO of this company. And then you cleaned house. Your credibility, your reputation is already on the line, right? A lot of the fans are already divided. Why would I feel that by releasing my opponent, the guy I'm trying to beat, and put him on the platform to go against me, to compare? Based on strategy alone, who in the hell would do that? I'm supposed to make a movie that's better than the guy I just got rid of. Why would I put him on a platform to go against me, right? You could say if my movie is good enough, right? If I knock it right out of the park, if I kill it, it's gonna be successful no matter what. And no matter what Zack Snyder releases, it won't make a difference because mine is that good. You know what I mean? You could say that, and I believe that's true to some extent. But, you know, the Snyder fans are already being delusional, right? They're already trying the best. they're already trying their best to bring down James Gunn. You know what I mean? And if James Gunn sells to Netflix, Snyder finishes his universe, they're going to say, you know what? You see, Zack Snyder should have been where James Gunn is at now. They're just going to, I think they're going to double down. Even though they'll probably give some temporary respect to James Gunn for actually selling it to Netflix. But at the end of the day, I think they're going to turn their back and be like, you see, Zack Snyder had the vision. Zack Snyder should have, you know exactly what will happen if you give this some thought. So James Gunn not selling to, of course not. The same issue with Matt Reeves, right? Batman and Brave and the Bold for James Gunn is gonna be the same issue times 3. Why would he do that? It makes no sense. You know what I mean? It won't work. At least in my opinion. It does not work. So as a closing statement, I like to say, I don't believe, if all 3 of these movies are good, I don't believe any of them are flopping. Jurassic World, Superman, F4, if they're good movies, people are going to watch them. You saw what happened last year with Barbenheimer. You know what I mean? Both movies came out on the same day. Both made $1 billion overall. So I don't believe in that, oh yeah, one of them has to flop because it's back-to-back movies. People are going to be in the theaters because of that. Because it's 3 good movies out. They're going to watch them over and over again. You know what I mean? A lot of them going to do double features. But how does this work for the IMAX format? Superman is being filmed in IMAX. F4 is being filmed in IMAX. And I'm sure Jurassic World is going to get an IMAX release, right? But Superman and F4 has to be in IMAX. So how the hell are they going to divide that up? Damn. In the IMAX premium, I think all premium format perspective, F4 wins because it comes out last. It gets to keep it the longest, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see. But I don't believe any of those movies are going to fail if there are good movies. Point blank. I'm going to watch all 3 of them. And that's about it. If you made it this far, I highly suggest you subscribe to me. I'm very close to 300 subscribers right now. It ain't much, but it's something. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching.